Hello and welcome to the flow. Do you realize that our first image of God does not come from the Bible, or from Sunday school, or from church? It is a reflection of how our parents treated us as a child. If our father was strict and cold and aggressive, many people will transfer these traits to their image of God. If our mother was cold and distant and controlling, this personality will belong to God as well. I say this because once the work of contemplative prayer begins, becoming a daily discipline, the great act of silence begins to chip away at these pretensions, with the result being the realization that the prime tone of God is peace, joy, and love, surrounding all things. It's time to wash away the week. If you wish, you may press pause and literally wash your hands, taking in the words spoken. I wash my hands. I cleanse myself of the past week. I wash away times I allowed fear preventing my true self to shine. I remove the stain of doubt in myself and others, giving power to skepticism. I cleanse the need for certitude, which may block the experience of wonder. I wash away regrets, those silent sighs, keeping me from seeing the false self. I cleanse the notion that my truth is the only truth, which may silence the voice of the other. I bathe in the reality that God is the source of gratitude, and gratitude gives birth to humble joys. I dry my hands, feeling God's simple smile and gentle nod, and that is good enough. In order to love God and neighbor, first learn to love a stone. During the week, search out a stone. Pick it up and hold it in your hand. How does it feel? What might this simple small stone tell you about yourself and this age in which it exists? Run your fingers over the stone. What does it tell you about its life? In order to love God and neighbor, first learn to love a stone. Some people prefer solitude. They say their presence of mind depends on this. Others say it would be better off in church. If you do well wherever you are. If you fail wherever you are. Your surroundings don't matter. God is with you everywhere, in the marketplace as well as in the seclusion or in church. If you look for nothing but God, nothing or no one can disturb you. God is not distracted by a multitude of things, nor can we be. Be still and aware. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to everyone. The Lord is near. Do not worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. What was the overall mood of this passage? What was the first thing you noticed? What do you feel is begging to be known? Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to everyone. The Lord is near. Do not worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. What did you find helpful or confusing? What word or phrase spoke to you? What do you think the Spirit is trying to say? This section from Philippians demonstrates Paul's high level of spiritual maturity. And I think many people miss a crucial clue as to Paul's relationship with God. Did you notice it? In this passage, Paul writes, "But in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be known to God." Let your requests be known to God. But he says nothing about asking God to fulfill these requests. So again, what does this tell us about Paul's relationship with God? Paul, I think, treats God like a close, tight friend in whom he can confide anything without guilt or shame or fear. He shares his worries, hopes, and struggles, and everything that is bothering him, and is thankful for the opportunity to have this calm, listening relationship. Since Philippi is a big Roman city, one of the aspects of Roman imperial religion is to ask the gods for favors or to be their patron. It's a religion based upon transaction. Paul, however, shows a different way, so different that he has no idea how to explain this relationship, other than saying that in this relationship, peace surrounds the believer, so much so that it surpasses all understanding. No certitude, no concrete answers, just the mystery of calmness and peace. Do not worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Engaged with the totality of the text, see where it takes you. I have no idea where I'm going. I do not see the road ahead of me. I cannot know for certain where it will end, nor do I really know myself. And the fact that I think I am following your will does not mean that I am actually doing so. But I believe that the desire to please you does, in fact, please you. And I hope I have the desire in all that I am doing. I hope that I will never do anything apart from that desire. And I know that if I do this, you will lead me by the right road, though I may know nothing about it. Therefore, I will trust you always, though I may seem to be lost and in the shadow of death. I will not fear, for you are ever with me, and you will never leave me to face my perils alone. May we look around at our planet and see God. May we look at people throughout the day and see Christ. May we act with compassion and grace with the help of the Spirit, and in all things be grateful. Let us walk in love. Let us go in peace.